I want to address this comment because I don't want anyone to misunderstand the things that I'm saying, although I know there are going to be people that misunderstand me regardless of how many times I try to explain myself. Like, I already know that this topic alone is about to open up a whole can of worms and I'm about to be roasted like fucking crazy, and that's fine. But something that I have always done and something I want to do is share real raw emotions. In the moment of us going through what we were going through, my natural human response was to place the blame on anyone but myself. This is normal. This is what we all find ourselves doing, whether it's in marriage, whether it's at a job. When shit hits the fan and you know that you are to blame for some of it, you naturally and instinctually do not want to carry the blame. And so it was so much easier for me to put him under the microscope and crucify all these things about him. But later towards the video, I end up saying that it was those very things that I was trying to crucify in him that actually made it possible for us to even make it 13 years. So no, it's not his fault. It's not my fault. It's the direct result of decisions that we both made that contributed to where our marriage ended up. And it couldn't have been any different. This is something that's so crazy to look back on because now we talk about it, you know, like we openly discuss what we've been through and the way that we carried our marriage and things that we want to do different. And it's like, it couldn't have been any other way. I was 17 years old. Could I have, you know, been 17 and been the epitome of a perfect fucking housewife? Sure, but I wasn't. And by the grace of God, I was gifted a man who sat back and put up with it, honestly, like, and kept his mouth shut. And I've even said that, like, why didn't you just tell me how you felt? Like, I didn't know that any of this bothered you. But then looking back, would I have listened? Would I have heard it? Would it have caused chaos? Would I have left way sooner because you ain't gonna tell me what to do? Would I have left? And then would I have been on my fucking 15th baby daddy by now? Who knows? The point is, he was exactly who he was supposed to be. And I was exactly who I was supposed to be. And we literally wrote this thing out together. It's not to say that I was right in the decisions I made. It's not to say that he was right in the decisions that he was made. It's just to say that it literally worked because he loved me unconditionally while I grew. Because again, 17, like, you're bound to fucking change a lot in the next 13 years. Granted, this is why I'm here. This is why I carry all the guilt and the shame. And I'm like, why would you let me be like that or do that? Like, that was so wrong. Like, I acknowledge and I see where I was wrong. But the truth is, had he spoke up at any point, God knows where we would be. And so it's like everything truly did work out exactly the way that it was supposed to go. So all of this to say, it is not my husband's fault that our marriage was the way it was. It was not my fault that our marriage was the way that it was. It was our marriage, and we chose to do or not do certain things that led to that pivotal moment where I left. But also, by the grace of God, everything that we did or didn't do brought us back together too. So yeah, there's no blame here. There is no, it's your fault or my fault. Like, we are so past that. I like to share the real raw emotion of what I felt when I was in it, because the truth is, everybody feels that. And if they say they don't, then they're lying. So I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't want to sugarcoat my emotions and the things that were actually going through my head, because there's too much of that going on. There's too much sugarcoating around these topics to justify or to make people feel better about decisions they made, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So